Hi everyone, my name is Alessio and I'm the Executive Chef here at Jumeirah Bali.
Chef, what are your responsibilities as the Executive Chef at Jumeirah Bali?
So mainly my responsibility here at Jumeirah Bali, I'm oversees all the food production of the resort. So starting from the amenities that you find in the room, the snack at the minibar, the afternoon tea at our beautiful Maggio Lounge, the restaurant's menu, everything is a dining or meal experience here is under my overview. Okay, so beside this, of course, I'm not taking care only of the food part of the resorts. I feel a big sense of proudness and responsibility against the ambience that surround our resort, you know. So it's very important for us, for myself and for my team to find new sustainable way to work with local supplier, local producer, try to minimize the waste as much as possible. So we always try to give a second life to our products, okay?
Who has been your biggest inspiration when it comes to your culinary creations?
So look, I don't have one person that inspires me, you know. I'm working in the F&B industry since more than 20 years now, so I have the chance and the honor to work with many good chefs along my journey, you know. And I get a little bit of everything from each of them, you know. Of course, I started when I was a kid and I was at home, so my first mentor, let's say, it was my grandma, my family, you know. So then after this, when I move and I start to work in the hotel industries, I have the chance, as I say, to work with many people, and it was very useful for me to change countries and culture to try to get the best from each of them, and you know, put everything together and finally have the chance to deliver these to my team now.
Can you tell us a little bit about your cooking style and what are some of your favorite dishes to prepare?
Yeah, so I consider myself a very traditional chef, you know. For me, it's very important to honor and respect the raw material, okay? I'm not someone who is trying to hide or change or modify the flavor. One of my mentors along my journey told me that, you know, you should have, once you have your main ingredients, that's your rock star, okay? So then you need all the band around to elevate the rock star, you know, the cream ingredients. So yeah, for me, it's as I said, you know, it's very important to respect the raw material, the prime material. And again, I don't like to play too much with flavor. 3, 4, 5 ingredients and maximum on the plate, because then it become difficult for the people to identify all this flavor, and it's also difficult for us to balance all this flavor to give you a nice experience end of the day, you know. So it's very important to choose the right product, follow seasonability, you know, find the best product to combine them together, use the right cooking technique, of course. If you need to put like a side dish or whatever, try to put it in a way that it helps to elevate the flavor of the main ingredients.
What can first-time visitors to Jumeirah Bali expect in the culinary offerings at the resort?
So here at Jumeirah Bali, we have mainly three outlets. Okay, one is a casa, one is Segaran, and one is Maggio Lounge. I mostly focus in the moment in Segaran. Okay, so our concept, our philosophy is the Mediterranean concept. Okay, so Mediterranean flavors, technique combined with Asian flavors and technique. Okay, that's why I'm very proud to work with a lot of young and good local talent, because by using my knowledge from Western, let's say, together with them, we combine our knowledge and we try to, as I say, you know, expose much as possible the local cuisine and the local flavor. Okay, one of the dishes that's, you know, we are very proud of it is our Wagyu beef cheek rendang. Okay, so it's a dish that actually the beef cheek is a part of meat that is not always very famous, because it's considered like a poor part of the beef, but it's also probably one of the most rich in flavor. Okay, so when I came here together with Leo and the team, we use the technique that I learned and combining with the local flavor, and it's one of our best seller on the menu here. Beside this, we also have our Dreamland seafood barbecue that we launched not long time ago. Again, showcasing much as possible local flavor, so all the fish and seafood coming from the highland. 2 side dishes, very simple, a couple of sauces. Try to keep and maintain the original and local flavor, okay? And then last is, since I joined the company, we launched the Italian night. So twice a week we have an Italian night. And I think one of the best seller and one of the most well-known dishes is our ravioli caprese, So it's a very simple pasta because it's made with mainly mozzarella, cheese, tomato, basil, and of course pasta. It's very simple, very tasty, but it's also well represent what is my philosophy of kitchen.
With your extensive international experience, how do you adapt your cooking style while staying true to your Italian roots?
I think it's important, first of all, to know the ambience and the product that you are working with, okay? So when I first arrived here, we spend a lot of time to visit farm, local supplier and everything, taste a lot of products, You can have a recipe, but based on which country you are, in which season and everything, all the flavor can completely change. So it's very important first to understand the flavor of the product that you use. And then from there you start the creativity process. So you start to taste, try, and until you reach the result that you want. And as I said, here when I came here, I count a lot on the local people, all my staff, all my chefs, because they know better than me what are the local flavor and what I can use and what can be combined to create our menus.
How would you describe your style in operating the kitchen?
Oh, I'm someone very, very calm, I came from, when I learned, I was working in some ambience who were very tough, a lot of pressure and everything. But by the time I realized that actually all this stress that I have in me when I was young, it was very negative. Pressure is good because it keeps you motivated, it keeps you focused. Stress for me is just a deterrent, okay? So I try to keep always everything very quiet, very calm, okay? Think before speak, okay? Whenever there is a problem, we try to find a solution together and everything. I rarely shout or raise my voice and everything. I'm someone very quiet who like to listen to people, try to understand them, and then of course, I try to give them the best advice to let them grow.
What advice would you give to young chef trying to establish themselves in the culinary industry?
I think one of the most important things that they can do is try to find a good mentor, someone that can help you to build yourself, okay? Build yourself meaning skills, knowledge, taste. It's not only about recipes, it's also about character, about to find your position in the kitchen, okay? So I think that find a good mentor, work much as possible close to him or her, okay? Not everything. It's very important, One of the worst things that you can have in this industry is also, being on your comfort zone, okay? So step out from this comfort zone. It definitely helps you to grow as a person, as a chef, as a professional and everything. So then take the chance to maybe work overseas. It's very important, I think it helps you a lot to build your character and your personality, okay? Definitely try to learn English or learn another language. English, wherever you go in the world, it's open you the door everywhere, okay? And then of course, take the time and don't be in rush to arrive, give yourself a goal. That's very important because you have a goal and you know that you need to achieve this goal and it depends only from you, okay?
After all these years in the industry, what keeps you inspired and motivated?
I think the young generation, every time I go in the kitchen and I see these young chefs trying to do something, experiment, fail, because fail is very important on the growing process, It gives me a lot of motivation, I see myself in all of them every day. So, and I remember that I have a lot of people who were helping me and encourage me, to be where I am today, So yeah, you know, seeing all of them, I feel this, as I said before, this sense of responsibility for them what someone did to me in the past. Okay, so that's for me very, very important. Okay, and then of course, you know, whenever you travel around the world, there is a new places, new ingredients, new product, and that's like a game for me. You know, it's not a work for me. I go there and I have a bunch of new products. Okay, let's play and let's see what happens. You know, and then start from there. You do all the process.